Stimulus checks and advanced child tax credit payments have provided millions of families with much-needed cash during the pandemic. As households across the U.S. continue to suffer financial insecurity and the Delta variant surges, there's plenty of support for more stimulus aid. One petition calling for $2,000 monthly checks has now collected over 2.85 million signatures. But we're not going to see a fourth stimulus check this year. With Congress focused on the $1 trillion infrastructure bill and the $3.5 trillion federal budget package, another economic impact payment is off the short list. Some households could, however, get another stimulus payment for up to $1,400 if they've had a baby or adopted this year, though it probably won't arrive until 2022. Other money from the IRS includes supplemental plus-up payments from the IRS for owed stimulus amounts, as well as tax refunds on 2020 unemployment compensation. And this week, California residents will start to see another round of Golden State stimulus checks for $600, or up to $1,100. There are also $1,000 thank you payments going to teachers and school staff in several states. We'll explain the latest on stimulus money, the enhanced child tax credit and other relief aid below. Here's how to check on your tax refund if you haven't received it yet, and what you need to know about the unemployment tax break. We update this story frequently. Stimulus money that could be on its way this year. Child tax credit payments for families. A temporary expansion of the child tax credit for 2021 sends qualifying families up to $3,600 for each child. You can calculate your total here. The advance partial payments of up to $300 per dependent, which began this summer, are issued monthly. The next one comes on September 15th, through the end of the year, with a final payment in 2022. Parents also have the option of deferring the advance monthly checks and instead get their payment in the spring. There is no cap on the total credit amount that a family with multiple children can claim. If the credit is more than what's owed in taxes, families will receive the excess amount as a tax refund next year. Plus, low-income families can qualify for the maximum credit. Here's more on child tax credit payment dates and eligibility. Additional federal stimulus money. The third stimulus payments of up to $1,400 are still going out in batches to those who are eligible. The IRS is also sending out plus-up payments, which is extra money making up the difference between the stimulus amount you already received, based on your 2019 return, and the amount you're eligible to receive, based on your updated 2020 return. Also, if an individual in your family becomes a dependent in 2021, such as a newborn or foster child, they could also be eligible for a $1,400 payment. According to the tax agency, for any new qualifying dependents to receive the third payment, you'd have to claim a recovery rebate credit on your 2021 tax return that you'll file in 2022. Stimulus payments to Californians. California has approved 2 rounds of state-level stimulus payments to eligible residents. Called Golden State Stimulus 1 and 2, these payments are intended to support low-income Californians and help those facing hardships due to the pandemic, the state said. Nearly 2/3 of residents qualify for the expanded Golden State Stimulus 2, amounting to a one-time payment of $600, with an additional $500 for eligible families with children, and checks start going out in September. In order to qualify, you must have been a California resident for most of 2020 and still live there, filed a 2020 tax return, earned less than $75,000, adjusted gross income and wages, had a Social Security number or an individual taxpayer identification number, and your children can't be claimed as a dependent by another taxpayer. Bonus payments to educators. As part of the American Rescue Plan, state and local governments received $350 billion in assistance. Much of that aid will go to schools, with some states deciding to pay their teachers and other school staff a thank you bonus of up to $1,000. The states participating are Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Colorado, Texas, and California. It's likely other states will approve similar funds in the future, as they have until 2024 to spend the funds.